I'm going to run through a few of these ratio problems. I think we're going to do two. I think the requests were 2, 3, and 6. So I'll go through those using the method we looked at in class. Jan and Kim own numbers of marbles 5 to 6. Jan gains 2, and the ratio is now 7 to 8. All right. So let's start off question 2. Let's set up the equations for number 1, and it is Jan to Kim. Right. Jan to Kim 5 to 6. Jan gains 2, now it's 7 to 8. So J plus 2. Kim doesn't get those 2 marbles. Okay, it's just J plus 2 over K, 7 to 8. Okay, is the same as J. Let's start off with 5 to 6. J to K 5 to 6. Therefore, J over K is equal to 5 over 6. And you can either do the shorthand multiplication we talked about, or let me show you the longer way of writing it out. I'm going to multiply by K. Could have multiplied by 6 first too, that's okay. J divided by K times K is just J. 5 times K over 6, 5K over 6. I still have to get rid of that 6. So the inverse of dividing by 6 is multiplying by 6. Okay, J times 6, that's just 6 J's. 5K divided by 6 multiplied by 6 stays 5K. Okay, see how you could have just used that shorthand, 6 times J, K times 5. 6J, 5K. Alright, second, Jan gains 2 marbles, now it's 7 to 8. So this equation just changes to, well, you could write it like this if you want. J plus 2 to K is 7 to 8. So J plus 2 over K equals 7 over 8. I'm going to use the shorthand this time. And that's going to give me 8 times J plus 2. I have to put that whole thing in brackets and multiply that by 8. And K times 7, 7K. Let me expand this a bit, see if I can simplify a bit. 8 times J, 8J, 8 times 2, 16. That's 7K. Alright, so equation 1 is here. Equation 2 is there. I need to substitute, get one of these variables alone, either J or K, it doesn't matter. And then substitute it into its place there. So let's say if I'm kind of eyeballing the J's here, then I need to get J alone, so that I could take whatever's on this side and put that into J's place for that substitution. So let's say, yeah, I'm going for J. So J is not alone here. J is being multiplied by 6, and the inverse of multiplication by 6 is divide by 6. So anything times 6, divide by 6, stays what it is, stays where it is. And 5K divided by 6, there it is. Alright, so J is equal to this whole fraction, algebraic fraction on this side. It's equal to it. That means I can swap them at any time. Okay, I can swap them. So if I can swap this for J, that means I can also swap it in there. So I can rewrite that as 8, 5K over 6 plus 16 equals 7K. This can be rewritten as 8 times 5 times K divided by 6. This is the same. Okay, that's exactly the same. That's just a little note. So I'm going to rewrite this as 40K over 6 plus 16 equals 7K. This 6 is in the way. I want to get rid of that. So I'll have to do the opposite of divide by 6, which is multiply by 6. And I have to do that to both sides, left and right. I have to do it to all of this and to all of that. 40K divided by 6 times 6, 40K. That's the nice bit. Now, 16 times 6, 6 times 10 would be 60, 6 times 6, 36, 60 and 36, 96. 6 times 7 Ks, which is 42 Ks. Let's see how that works out. Yes. Now let's get all the terms with variables into one side. I can either subtract 42k from this side, from both sides, or I can subtract 40. I'm going to subtract the smaller one. I'm going to subtract the smaller one so I have a positive number. That'll give me 96 2k. K is not alone yet, it's being multiplied by 2, so I have to divide by 2. Okay. That's k equals 96 divided by 2, 48. If k is equal to 48, can we find j? Alright, so j, let's find an easy equation. Let's find an easy one. I'm going to substitute k in, so this is equal to k, so I can swap them out. Let's find the easiest one. I think this one's quite easier. This is the simpler one. Okay, so I'm going to substitute 48k into this one. So I'm just going to write that as k equals 48 into, I'm going to call this 1, because that's equation 1. 6j equals 548. Alright, so 6j is equal to 5 times 50. Let me see, 5 times 50 would have been 250. So 5 times 49 would be 245. 5 times 48 would be 240. 240. J is not alone. I need to get rid of the times 6 with the divide by 6. J is equal to, what would 24 divided by 6? 24 divided by 6 would be 4. So 240 divided by 6 would be 40. Therefore, j to k is 40 to 48.